All right, Lions fans, this is your guy coming back with another video, and I'm going to talk about continue on the structure of the foundation of this team and how it's going to become a Super Bowl champ in 2020. This is my campaign. This is all that good stuff. So, but anyway, but if you look at the great teams of the past, as far as like how they built their teams to be, I guess, overall being champs, they have a structure intact, of course, and they have each section, or you have each positional type deal, and you have a leader on each position, right? If I were to say, for example, if I were to use the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the Tampa 2, with the Tony Dungy run, and excuse me, and how they had, let's say for the defense, you had Warren Sapp. For the secondary, I mean, for the defensive line, you had Warren Sapp. For the defensive linebackers, you had Derrick Brooks, and then for the secondary, you had John Lynch. With those three guys, even as rookies or whatever their first year, whatever, but when it got to the height of them winning the Super Bowl, each one of them had teeth. What I mean by that, they had accumulated respect throughout the league up to that point, to going to the point to the Super Bowl. And so they have developed respect at their rightful position. That means you have teeth. What I'm saying with the Lions, they have the exact same thing developing here. Let's go with their defense. The defensive line, you give me Trey Flowers, right? Teeth. Your linebacker core, you give me Jamie Collins. Teeth. If you want to go to your secondary, you can. It's like anybody who wants to take it. You can say Trufant, you can say Okudah, you can say Walker, you can say Duron Harmon. With the exception of Okudah and Walker, the other ones have a little bit more game tape, a little bit more playing time and experience around the league, so people can come to expect what they're going to bring. But those are like, Okudah and Walker, you really don't know what you're going to get, but they show flashes of what they can be. This Lions team is dominant. This team is dominant from top to bottom how they structured this team. That's just on the defense side of the ball. If we were to go to the offense side of the ball, you got minus the quarterback position. Let's take that out. Let's go from the offensive line to the running back core, to the receiver, and to the safety. All right, you need leaders you need teeth, right? Those have respect throughout the league, right? Your offensive line, who I believe the guy is Frank Ragnow. I believe he's developing his teeth. He probably haven't quite got there yet because he's still growing, he's still evolving, he's still got ways to go to be that elite at his position, but he has respect of game in, game out, year in, year out since he's been here. He is developing that reputation of bringing it every day, right? Running back core, we got Adrian Peterson. The receiving core, you have Amendola. And the tight ends, that's youthful. That's you could say T.J. Hockenson, but he's evolving into his teeth, or his baby teeth is coming out, and he's finna go into his own. All right, you have that in T.J. Hockenson, but push that aside. Let's go back to and we'll go there. But I'm going to say with that, somebody may ask, why do I say Amendola? Amendola is very consistent with what he does. You have to pay attention to Amendola. He is like Wes Welker. You have to pay attention to slot guys, or guys that's shifty, or guys that can do runs after the catch. Golden Tate is a good example of that. You got to pay attention to guys like that. So with that being said, this team is structurally sound, and they are finna go on a run. This team, I'm looking at the game at this is the first quarter. And I believe that we are at the I want to say this is very early in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we haven't even reached the halfway point, and the Lions is up 2 touchdowns. They just got a turnover, whatever. This team is elite. It's not based upon what I want it to be, whatever. You could just see how the structure is made. We're at the 10-minute mark, and they up 13-zip. First quarter. This game is going to be a blowout. The Lions are going to blow it out. They're not going to squander a lead. They got the monkey off their back in the last week game. You finna see a run, and you finna see a lot of a lot of the fans that said they wanted Patricia fired. You finna, never mind me throwing stones at you guys, nothing like that. You're gonna see why it took time of continuity for this team to build, and why it took 3 years for him to get his guys in place. He had to find teeth in every position on this structure of this team. Every teeth. You can say even the special teams, you got teeth there. You got what's his name? I can't think of his name. Matt Prater. Teeth. You Matthew Stafford doesn't have teeth to me. He still has baby teeth. And even though he's been in the league 10 plus years, he has baby teeth. He hasn't shown dominance at his position where he got his respect. People respect him here and there, but it's almost like by default. Because you got guys like Mahomes, Watson, and those guys are basically leapfrogging over him. And you've been in the league for 10 years, 10 plus years. They leapfrogged over you. So if they leapfrogged over you, it's something that they're doing that you're not doing. And then a fan can say, well, they got a better team. They made their team better. This is arguably to say. Even if you got Tyreek Hill, you got all these different players with the Chiefs, whatever, on offense to bounce off of you. Yeah, but if you don't got nobody giving the ball, they nothing, right? So you can say the same thing with Baltimore, whatever. You can say the same thing. But what I'm saying is Stafford, if you need to get Stafford pieces for him to be elite, then he's not elite. Jerry Rice was not elite without Joe Montana. Jerry Rice took what Joe Montana gave him and exceeded past that. So what I'm saying is, how did he exceed? When Steve Young came over, he did the exact same thing what he was doing with Joe Montana. He exceeded past that. But Stafford is what Stafford is. I don't expect too much out of Stafford. This is not going to be about a bashing. But the point of what I'm saying is, I don't include Stafford with the success. The reason why I don't, because all Stafford has to do is just master being Stafford. Just be cool. Don't overthink, don't overdo, don't be Stafford. Just slow the game down in your head. That's why I say he still has baby teeth. Because if you're still throwing bullets to a say out the flat pass to a running back, you're throwing bullets instead of now if you're throwing, if it has to be a quick shot that you got to throw it real fast and get it out because the defense is coming, I get it, and because you're trying to hurry up and hit the play. I'm at the play action. Hurry hit the hole, and do the out the flat. Then I get it. But if not, there should be a easement on the pass. There should be a touch. And I don't know if Stafford knows when and when not to. It gets his adrenaline or whatever, it gets the best of him. And sometimes it could be the arrogance of him, of his talent. It could be the pride of his talent that I could fit any hole because he have done it. He have made some good throws. But at the same time, you got to know when and when not to take your shots. That's why I still says he has baby teeth. If you can get those pulled out, or those they could fall out, those grown teeth could come in, he'll know when and when not to do certain things. Now, just because the Lions are up 14 points, what they did was awaken New Orleans. New Orleans is about to come alive. They 0-2 going into the season, and Drew Brees got a little chip on his shoulder about people saying that he's washed up or he's basically passed and all that good stuff. But they're going to come back, and this is kind of situation that I love for the Lions to be in because they have to overcome adversity. The adversity is you're going up with the lead. Now you have to put your foot down on your opponent. You have to make your will done. It's not like you cannot score. It's not like you cannot hold a lead. What it is that you have to pick your identity now. What kind of team do you want to be? Do you want to be a team that actually gets a lead and that's it? Or you want to be a team that gets a lead and puts their foot on somebody's throat? Now you're talking about teeth. Keep coming. You don't have to keep throwing the ball, but keep opposing your will. With that being said, Lions fan, Lions get the victory. I salute. If I were to give you a score, let's say they up 14 zip. The Lions win 24-14 or 24-21. New Orleans is going to get three scores, 2 to 3 scores. All right. And it won't be because of Patricia. Now you're talking about you waking up a sleeping giant in Drew Brees. You're waking up, and there's no better team to face than a team that really doesn't have an identity yet. That hasn't have a print where you have to respect yet. That you can wake up from that. That's why for years teams has always have players or teams have always come alive when they played against the Lions because the Lions never had an identity that you had to respect. They may have had players, but they don't have an identity across the board that you have to respect them. So a team can wake up from a slumber and sleep, and New Orleans they're gonna wake up. But the Lions have to come. They have to face this monkey that's on their back of having a league, a double-digit league or whatever else, and sustaining it. If they do that, they get the W with high fashion. With that being said, the score going to be, I believe I said 24-14. You're going to get that. Lions still get the W. All right, Lions fan, I salute.